Hey guys, welcome back. It is time for a live with Captain Foley. I'm going to do some Star Trek Online, I think. Um, Let me know if you guys can hear me and see me okay. But yeah, looking forward to hanging out with you guys. Hey Mac Lee, hey Dystopian Guy, hey Ozzy, hi Daniel, hi Dystopian Guy. I already said your name. Anywho, yeah, we're going to be playing some Star Trek Online. I haven't played this in a while, so I might be a bit rusty, but hey, it's always fun. So hopefully, you guys will let me know if everything is looking and sounding good. Because I don't usually stream from this PC. I would like to more often, but with the internet connection issues sometimes down here, it's just a pain in the ass. But ETR Triad says, "Sup, bruh? Love your stuff." Well, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Sounds awesome, says Ozzy, which is great. So, all right, well, let's jump into it. Here's my engage button. Oh, you're quiet. I can see and hear you. Well, this is good. Ian is one of our moderators. I'll just move that closer to me. It's fine. So hopefully you guys can hear the game as well. Hopefully it doesn't overpower me. If it does, I'll have to turn the volume down on that. But, and yeah, everybody hit like. 19 of you watching so far. This was not really an announced stream. We're not doing our live review of the episode this evening because Samuel does have a convention to go to. So I thought I would do something anyway in regards. Is that even better? JP's Tabernac. Captain Ron Phillips is here. Make it blue, blue, blue. Well, just got to make it blue once. But yeah, hit the like button, guys. It's very important. Star Trek Online Legacy. Woohoo. It's taking forever to load. It's not a great thing. Look, there I am. There's my crew. There's Sylvia. Yeah. Excuse me. All right, so I'm also playing that as well. Says Brad's Epic Gaming. Damn it, speaker blew out. Well, you complained I was too quiet. You know, that's a bad move. Bad move. Is the other Tilly. Yeah, it's the Tilly that I have at home. I love me some Tilly and I love me some Sylvia. Not necessarily in that order. Sylvia's well aware of my love for Tilly, so. But yeah, guys, 25 of you here. That's awesome. Measure of morality. That's something I think I should do. It says video output low. This always happens with this PC, and I don't know why. Hey, where in Kazakhstan is you? London, Ontario. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully you know where that is. Okay, I'm getting video output low on my end, which I'm not super pleased about. Hey, Mark, how's it going? Video is sticky. Okay, we'll give it a second here. I'm going to see if I can change something. Don't know what I can do necessarily. It's one of the reasons I don't stream from this PC often. Yeah, Larondel, it's been a while since I've played as well, but Ian, yeah, hit refresh. I'm gonna see if I can clear something up on my end here. I don't know. what to suggest. This is why I hesitate streaming from this PC. And yeah, JPs, it's kind of what I do. Unfortunately, it doesn't always. We get dips in our internet for some reason. It'll be fine, then it'll dip, and then it'll be fine, and it'll dip. This one, I don't know if it's the computer or the internet. Must be an AMD processor. I mean, probably. I don't know much about the computers. I don't know why I'm having issues like this. It's very much annoying. Captain Peckins, I am good. Thank you for asking. I just wish that the internet would cooperate, because I just see video output low on my end here, and that's not good. Wi-Fi or hardwired? Well, this is Wi-Fi. Hardwiring, I get the same issues. Hardwire is actually worse, believe it or not. Hold on, let me see if I can do something here real quick. Just a second. Don't worry, I'm still here. If this doesn't work out, what I'm going to do is if this doesn't work out, what I'm going to do is actually just do a live and do it from my phone, which is always crystal clear, because if the Wi-Fi screws up, then I got my Wi-Fi network. This is really annoying, because I wanted to play Star Trek Online with you guys. Shit. There, let's try that. It has now been hardwired, so hopefully that clears it up. I just want you guys to bear with me. They hate Androids and Wi-Fi. Yes. Didn't do it. What the hell? Try restarting the stream. Yeah, that's not gonna work. This is a recurring problem with this PC, unfortunately. Try rerouting to auxiliary. Right, Ian? Alright, okay, there is something I need to go check upstairs, so stare at the screen for a minute. I'll be right back. Here, look at my glorious ship. So, I'll be right with you guys. Hold on. Keep them entertained, Ian.
The fledgling Romulan Republic has requested our help. Tholians have been capturing Republic ships and keeping them in a facility deep in the Azure Nebula. The Republic wants its officers and ships back. Helping them with this would be a show of good faith that would aid us diplomatically. Join the Azure Nebula Rescue Task Force operation and show the Republic that they can count on the Federation.
Well, that's not gonna work. It's probably really, really choppy for you guys, isn't it? Hold on, guys. I'm still here. You can hear me okay. I know that. But I think the video is going to be super choppy for you guys. Which, again, is not great because watching gameplay that's low frame rate is not good. My upload speed's not that bad. Wow, it's really weird. You can see it clearly, but when I do movement, you can't see the movement probably smoothly at all. It's telling me I got really bad low video output, which I hate. frame rate, more than likely hardware related. How old is that's like a few years old. Try modulating the phase variance. Yeah, I'll have to do that. I'll get right on that. Olivia Julius throws in $2 super chat. Thank you. Hey Captain, she says. Hello. Now it says I'm in the green, but it still looks choppy on my end. Ooh, let's see. There's really not a whole lot I can do. Are you using OBS for streaming? Yes, I'm using Streamlabs OBS. Wonder if I stream. Outputs. It's okay now. Yeah, see now it seems fine. So people have to get past the first few minutes. That's the problem. It's going to happen again. It's going to drop out again, unfortunately, usually right in the middle of a game. So that's going to kind of suck. So that's what I mean with this PC. And even with my laptop upstairs, sometimes, depending on the time of day, the internet's good, and then it drops out. And then it's good, and then it drops out. So it's just freaking irritating. Let's see what we got on. Episodes. Events. Overview. Okay, where is the one I want? What's your current video output set to? I don't know. Let's see. Outputs. Brian Harvard, $2. Didn't see your review of episode 6. Like, scale out of 10. I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. Best episode of Trekyards so far. That edited review will be out soon. Video bit rate's only at 1500. I can't change it when the stream's running though. It has improved. I can see that. So let's just cross our fingers that it stays good. No, it's just my Connie I created. It's not a phase 2 Connie at all. Episodes. Where's the new episode? See, I have not played this in like forever, so I don't know what's going on. Apparently there's a new Discovery episode or something. Have you tried switching it off and on again? Yes, a few times. This right here, Jan, is the internet's points to black box with red light. I always wanted to play this game, but I'm not a multiplayer person, too shy. You don't have to play multiplayer. You can do the missions by yourself. So, guys, help me out here. How do I access the newest scenario thing with Berman and 7. Did a couple, no, just go story arcs. Where are they? Age of Discovery, is that, that's not it? Oh, there we go. I guess I can play that one. Alright, so, hey, let's go.
The long-range sensor arrays in the trailer system went offline recently. Last thing they picked up before that happened was a Borg scout ship. I'm heading to Trailus now to investigate. If this is the beginning of a new Borg incursion, I could use some backup. Meet me there as soon as you can.
Oh, I'll back you up any day.
We have unfinished business to attend to.
Now the chat goes quiet. Alright, hopefully this quality keeps up. Again, as I know my internet, what's going to happen is it's going to dip out and it's going to come back. It'll be good for a while, then it'll dip out and be bad for a while. It's just, it's crap, I tells ye.
We have unfinished business to attend to.
Okay. Now, how the hell do I play this? I honestly don't remember. Oh, yes, I want to leave the system. We're not quiet, just staring at 7 and drooling on yourselves. It's fine. Oh look, it's the murderer. Alright. Map. Do I know where I'm going? I don't know if I know where I'm going. So guys, feel free to super chat any questions or anything you might have you'd like me to answer. That'd be cool. This is my ship. It's a tier 6 Connie. Got the refit style neck on it and the refit style pylons. And I did this before Discovery Enterprise came to thing. Admiral, you're down to the oh, thank you, Sylvia. Where the hell do I find out where I have to go, too? Oh my god, it's been so long since I played this. Hey, Devin Larson. And there goes the internet again. Whoop-de-doo. What a shock. It's in the beta quadrant you just left. Oh, piss sakes. Okay, I didn't select the destination, so I don't know where the hell I'm going. But that's alright. So guys, okay, hold on. Go to the Trekyards system. Ah, okay, there we go. We got it now. I'll get my sea legs back, as it were. System. Somebody asked what's my in-game username. It is Nightstalker-666. Nightstalker with a K. Yeah, the stream has now gone to shit. Video output low again. There will be no Picard review today, no, because Samuel has a convention that he's doing. So OBS Studios is very unstable once something game. I recommend XSplit Game Chase Caster Stewart. I don't think that'll help, Admiral, because even when I'm not playing a game, I get this issue where the internet just it dips. It dips down really low for a little while, then dips way up high, and it's irritating. And it seems to be mainly on this computer. So I don't quite know what's up with that. Yeah, whatever. I'll just transwarp there. Ian's saying hit like, but I don't know if I'd hit like because of the frame rate and the quality. I would understand if you didn't hit like. Yeah. Anyway, so we're at the system now. I'm going to wait till the video output changes a bit. Because I really want to stream and chat with you guys, but it's just frustrating for me because this is what I do. This is what I like to do. I like to stream. I like to talk to you guys. I like to do lives. And I just have no luck with technology ever. Sometimes it works great. Other times, like, technology has really bitten me in the ass lately. had issues with my Xbox One because Microsoft fucking sucks, and I've always had internet issues with this computer specifically. And you know, before I put the Camaro away for the winter, the stereo and that died. It just, technology seems to hate me. And I don't know why. What class is my current tune? It is a Vice Admiral 53. Yes, it does. Sci-Fi Nation, yes it does. Honestly, I feel like just saying to hell with this and going to start a new live where I just chat with you guys instead of playing STO. What do you guys think? Vote. Do you want me to continue playing even though the video quality is not fantastic? Or would you prefer if I just go and do a stable live from my phone where I can actually chat with you guys and interact? I know you guys can hear me okay, and you can probably see me okay some of the time. Ming W. Lee, I just got an Xbox. My Sylvia just bought me one the other day just for shits and giggles. She got a good deal on one, so I've got an Xbox One now, and I hate Microsoft with a passion. But that's another story. Yeah, PlayStation's far superior. Yep, the frame rate has picked up, and it will hopefully, like I said, it goes in waves. It'll be really good, and then it'll be really shit. Then it'll go really good, and it'll be really shit. Ozzy says go live. Mingwei says I'm fine with it. I'll just try. I know this. The audio is always good. I'll try playing, and if it gets too annoying for you guys, let me know. But yeah, Admiral Telex. Yeah. Well, what was the XSplit you said I wanted to do, or I should be using? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Let me make myself a bit bigger. That's terrifying. Well, I'll try this for a while. It's back up to green now and working perfectly, as it does. It's got to be your ISP. Linden was so unreliable for internets. It's not my internet service provider. I think it's the line into the house, to be perfectly honest with you. We need to upgrade to the fiber soon, because I'm with Start.ca, which is the company my wife works for, and they have fantastic internet. So I don't want to say it's the ISP. That is not the Disco Prize, Bill Barkley. This is the one I made way before the Disco Prize even fucking existed. So it is not the Disco Prize at all. It's that. And actually, I got the 3D print of it too, so I have it here in 3D, which I got from the the 3D print thing for Star Trek Online. Alright, here we go. Let's start it. And as soon as I start it and shit's happening on screen, that's when it's going to go bad. But anyway.
Thanks for coming.
Gamecast.
Spotting a Borg scout here made a lot of people nervous, with good reason.
I can imagine.
Some old friends called in a favor, and here I am. I came here looking for Borg, but the real problem turned out to be sabotage. Orion smugglers fouled up the long-range array, but they left the short-range sensors intact. I have plenty of evidence from the sensor logs to turn over to Alliance officials.
Are you going to watch Will Wheaton Ready Room next Thursday? Everybody's been asking me that. Yes, I will. And the Borg?
Still a concern. If they're sizing up this quadrant as an incursion zone, we need to know about it. I have a few ideas on upgrading the sensor arrays, making them harder to disable and better at spotting Borg. Beam me over and we can sort out the details.
Well, very well. Stand by for transport. Beam over 7.
With your assistance, I can complete the modifications quickly.
Ooh, she sounds so nice. Alright, well, let's do our thing. Perform satellite upgrades.
Good. Now that we have a working array, our next step will be initiating the new security protocols. Hold on. Are you seeing this? The long-range sensors just lit up like a Dabo table. Reading a massive energy surge. We're being scanned. Something's overriding all our control systems, attempting to bypass. Oh, that was unpleasant. Still, there are no damage reports, no casualties.
These are quite long. Okay, good to know.
Scanning. According to astrometrics, we were catapulted several hundred light years from Treylus to the Excalibur system.
Excalibur? Seem to recall a few space legends about this place. Like, Abraham Lincoln lives here, Colonel Green, Kalis.
Here's some facts to go along with those legends. In the 23rd century, Excalbians abducted the USS Enterprise and subjected some of her crew to a series of combats. Some sort of morality test.
I don't like the look of this. Is it possible we're here for the same reason?
Feels that way to me. I doubt they dragged us all the way out here to have a Ractogino and talk about baseball. There's one way to find out for sure. Hail them and see what they want.
Lots of atmospheric interferences on Excalibur. We can't establish comms.
I can boost the signal once the ship is in a standard orbit. Assuming the Excalbians are in a talking mood, we should have answers soon.
Agreed. Helm, take us into standard orbit over Excalibur. Here we go. I love the beauty shots you can get of ships and stuff in this game. It's just so fun just to fly around. It's a problem. I usually, when I come on, I just like fly around for a little bit. Use some of my other ships. Don't really do the missions. Okay, yeah, hurry up.
We are receiving your signal.
There he is.
On behalf of the Excalbian people, I bid you welcome.
Forgive me, sir. I wasn't expecting to speak with Abraham Lincoln.
Yes, I suppose that would be a bit of a surprise. You'll pardon me for that, I hope. Some time ago, I met and fought beside one of your own, Captain James Kirk. Under the circumstances, we felt seeing a familiar face would make this meeting go a little smoother.
I see. Why not be Kirk then? Anyway, why are we here, Mr. President? Yes, Bill, you can walk around inside the ship.
That is a complicated matter, I'm afraid. I think it would be easier to discuss it face to face. We prepared a meeting ground on the surface of Excalibur. It meets your needs for atmosphere and climate, as I understand them. Will you join us there?
We accept your gracious invitation, Mr. President. We'll beam down at once. Here we go. We're going to beam down. Let's take Sylvia with me.
Welcome, friends. I do hope the local climate is to your liking.
The climate's fine. It's our abduction that we have a problem with, friend.
My apologies. It was not an action of my choosing, I can assure you.
Your presence is required for a matter of great importance.
Greater than conversations with dead presidents?
Long ago, the two of us were involved in a study, if you will.
An evaluation of two concepts, good and evil. The initial results were ultimately inconclusive.
The debate has continued since that time.
We now seek a final resolution.
What does that have to do with us, exactly?
You have been chosen as advocates for the concept of good.
But you will not face it alone.
Oh, good God.
Hello. Looks like we have a lot of work to do here.
That's putting it mildly.
Yeah, I should have changed my uniform. I'm wearing the Picard one, but whatever. And no, Medallion, that's not supposed to be Tilly. That is actually my wife, Sylvia. I made her a character in the game, and she's kind of looks like Tilly a little bit, so. And there goes the video quality again. Video put low again. See what I mean? It goes in, it has spikes, which is annoying to say the least. So I understand if you guys don't want to stick around and watch. I feel bad.
You have questions. I will
It'll get
attempt
better.
to clarify our intentions.
It'll get better, so don't worry, guys. Just hang in there.
In this trial, you will be accompanied by associates that we have created for you. You will confront a variety of situations in opposition to evil forces. Your actions will be judged, as will those of your opponents. The prevailing concept will guide us as a people. We shall pursue the virtues of good, or the vices of evil.
Why have you chosen violence as a means to evaluate the concepts? Your captain looks kind of like Rios. Not really.
We find violent conflicts produce pure examples of good and evil.
Alright guys, I am back. Hopefully, I don't know, the game crashed, so that was great. Yeah, I'll play it later. I didn't want to play if the frame rate was low, and kind of felt bad about that for you guys' sake. So quality is back up, even though it says video output low still for me over here, so I don't know what the hell is that's all about. But anyway, so let's just chat. Let's just have a talk. Did you power cycle the warp core? Yeah, I kicked it in the balls. That's the best way to do things, I think. So let's see. Look, it's Pierre Drolet, who's been on our channel and is a good friend of ours, us here. It's his pre-Viper World War II, which is fantastic design. We can talk about things like that. So let's just talk about things, whatever comes up on my random wallpaper, which might be bad, I guess, but yeah, so anyway, can't wait for the new ship that is coming out on March 5th. Woo! Sure. I probably won't be getting it. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what's next here. So guys, if you have any questions, feel free to hit the like button, obviously, and super chat, and we will talk about it. Sorry that there is no, playing Star Trek Online because reasons, but I just hate technology. I'm not good with it. I gotta get myself a new PC that won't have any issues. But there you go. Look, stellar cartography, the Sobchak sector. I love the ships there. There's an Oberth class and a bunch of other ones I don't recognize. Caption, I'm going to read to my kids. Shame the game crashed. Yeah, that's okay, Ian. Probably for the best. Wouldn't have been enjoyable for people to watch. So was Picard as bad as I heard? The last episode? No, the last episode was fantastic. It was the best episode of Picard that they've had so far. It was great. It felt like an episode of Star Trek. So that's a thing. Ooh, look, a nebula. 44 of you here. That's great. Trek Culture. Recently got the Stellar Cartography book with all the maps. It's awesome. Yes, it is a great book. Look, more Pierre Drolet. Come on, let's get something Star Trek-y. So yeah, whatever you guys want to talk about, we can talk about. Katie Carr, do you think they will mention Admiral Janeway? I think it's ridiculous if they don't. I'm pretty sad about Seven's fate post-Voyager. Her and Chakotay deserved a happy ending. I totally agree. I think they'll at least mention Admiral Janeway. That would be cool. I would love to see her at some point even. That would also be doubly cool, obviously. But I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith that they'll do that. They don't seem to like. It's a shame to say, but I don't think they don't seem to like the fans very much. But what do I know? There's a nice picture of the Reliant and regular one. I'm not sure who the artist is on that one, but very well done. System access. This is just typical Elcar stuff. Captain, do you think there is a mini moon which captured by Earth and moon gravity, which only discovered lately? It has been orbiting the Earth for nearly 2 years. Do you know there is a mini moon which captured by Earth? I did not know that. That's very cool. I did not know that. I'll have to look that up because that's quite interesting, actually. All right, so here we have the SS Enterprise. This is the NX Enterprise after the refit. Secondary hull added there, which they would have had to close off the shuttle bays to achieve, which is fine. But I think it's got a shuttle bay at the back. So, wish we would have saw this on screen. That would have been very cool. Yeah, see, now the stream's in green because it's perfect, because why not? Does it have shields? Yes, I think they upgraded to shields for that one. There is one of Samuel's renders of the Enterprise D that we actually did for a comparison recently of the Enterprise D from the first episode of Picard. We actually has a few different TNG or Enterprise D models, so we looked at a few of them. Tempest 03, love your channel, thank you very much. Everybody loves the D. Yes. Oh, was that the Columbia? I don't know. I didn't pay attention. The Enterprise also had it, so I actually said SS Enterprise on the side though. All right, see you later, Ian. Ian is taking off to go read to his kids. Oh, there you go. Nema Tan. This guy does some great work. If you're into Star Trek hotties, Delicio, whatever. Yeah, he's got some interesting ones for sure. I got a lot of them on here, so more than likely one will pop up. The Enterprise Project website actually has deck plans for the NX refit. Oh, cool. I should know that, but this was done by my name is covering his my face is covering his name. I'm trying to think of his full name. Anywho, this is a really cool Klingon design. Thank you for the link, Ian. Alright, so this is one of the Romulan War Eagle class heavy cruiser. This is from Starfleet Battles. This was done by Adam Turner. Adam Turner is he does a lot of great renders for ships from Starfleet Battles. So, it's a typical as I die, it's a typical bird of prey. But because it's the War Eagle class, it's been upgraded with more weapons and stuff like that. So very cool. And if you want to see other cool stuff, we've covered a lot of Starfleet Battles ships on the show, and there's a lot more to come. But www.federationcommander.com is a great place to go to check out some of the ships. In renders like this, he does different angles and stuff of each ship, and it's neat to see the actual Starfleet battleships shining in all their glory. So Katie says, do I play Star Trek Timelines? I did play that a while ago. I still have it on my iPad. I got a bunch of the ships. But it's much like Starfleet, or not Starfleet. It's much like Star Trek Online, where when I go on to play, I basically just do rotations of my ship and fly my ship around. So, hey, there's my girl. There's Tilly, looking cute as hell. Oh, I love Tilly. And Arium as well, but never was a fan of Arium. Are there any good Star Trek apps? I mean, there's lots of great Star Trek apps. I've actually done some videos a few years ago of some of them. A lot of them aren't available anymore, which is a shame, like the Communicator, where you could flip your phone and it sounded like the Communicator thing. So that's the problem. A lot of them don't get, the developers don't update them for the new iOS, so you're shit out of luck in that regard. There's a lot of good LCARS apps and stuff, though, for your iPads and things like that. So, Dark Lord 016, I'm here now. Thank God, man. We were waiting and waiting, and now we can proceed with the show. So, welcome. So you said that. I'm here now. Yeah, I was playing Star Trek Online, but it crashed, and I was having issues with the stream. Okay, now this, I forget her first name. I think her name is Katie Pond. Yeah, I believe it's Katie Pond. She does some adult things, content-wise, but I really love this Starfleet uniform she has, so I had to get this. Plus the leggings, just, you know, are yeah. I think it's Katie Pond. If you want to look her up, I think it's Katie Pond. I know her last name is Pond for sure, but Katie Pond and then Star Trek. You should find some stuff. Yeah, Trexels was good for a while until they fucked up the ship. I had a nice Constitution class. I had like it laid out perfectly. I liked the rooms where they were. I thought it looked great. And then they went and added more rooms to the ship for some reason and messed up all the proportions. So I hated the way it looked, and I just stopped playing, which is a bit of a shame. So this one here, this is also one of Samuel's renders. Again, Samuel does fantastic work. He's got some great models. He's got some great skills as far as lighting them and things, and it's really a benefit to Trekyards here. So really happy that we can create content for you guys that's new and stuff that you guys might not see all the time. So I mean, there's that. 51 of you watching. Everybody hit that like button. Let's get those likes up. Let's see. Let's go to the next one. Don't know what it'll be. These are all random. These are all my random wallpapers that I'm going through here. So some of it might be scary. There's another render by Sam. That's the Enterprise B and C for size comparison. You can actually see right here, you can see the bottom of the secondary hull of the Enterprise A. Because this was cropped for this image. But so there's a size comparison between the Excelsior class Enterprise B and the Excelsior refit class, and then the Ambassador class Enterprise C. Now, I used to hate the Ambassador class. I hated the Enterprise C for a long time. Then I built the model, and once you have it in your hands, once you've worked with a model, you get a new appreciation for it, for sure. And now it's one of my favorite designs. It's just so beautiful. Becky says, haven't been able to watch lately. What was your rating of episode 6 of Picard? I haven't seen it yet. Also cool to see you on Anti-Trekker with Manu the other day. Well, Manu's been on our show multiple times. We've got quite a few episodes with Manu talking about Borg ships, and we've also done some interviews with him for some of his projects, like The Fifth Passenger and The Circuit and stuff. So there is a lot of Manu content on our channel. If you type in if you go to the search bar on YouTube and type in Trekyards Manu, or Manu Interame, if you can spell his last name, those will come up. But Becky, as for the rating for this episode, I thought it was the best episode of Picard thus far. We will be releasing our edited reviews soon, which you guys can watch, and then we're going to be doing a full breakdown of it. Not tonight like we usually would, but we're going to actually do that on Monday night, same time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So check that out if you want the full review. But I actually give it an 8.5 out of 10 because I really enjoyed it. It felt like an episode of Star Trek. It was a little bit longer of an episode, which was great, and it at the end of the episode, I felt like I had watched an episode of Star Trek, and it was glorious. It was an awesome thing. So yeah, that's my ranking for it. So hopefully you enjoy it as well when you finally do see it. Yeah, it was 54 minutes long. So all right, let's see what's next on the randomness of Captain Foley wallpapers. Wow, it's just a planetary satellite network. I got to keep track of my satellites, you know. I think one of my communication satellites is out of whack. That's why the stream was so bad earlier. Yeah, I'll say that. As you guys know, I'm a junkie for all things LCARS or Star Trek computer related. So I love displays like this. I love animated LCARs and things like that. So it's just a cross I bear. That is a great shot of the Enterprise, TOS Enterprise, and the NX-01 over there as well. I'm not sure who created this one. I take no credit for making any of these because I have no talent in that regard. So this is one I probably got off DeviantArt or something, but done playing STO already. Yeah, well, it crashed and it was messing up the stream. So yes, I should change the title of the video. Rank the LCARs, Chris Thompson says. Well, Chris, we've used to do a show called Top 10 where Samuel and myself would rank things. We do have a top 10 LCARs. Again, go to YouTube search engine, type in Trekyards top 10 LCARs, and you'll be able to watch it. Where do I get them? Some are great. A lot of them are just old screensavers that I've done screen captures on, or flash animations you find online. You can find a number of different LCARS sites, and you just do a screen cap, turn it into video, and you can run it in a playlist. So, yeah. Christopher Rollins, has the plot and or pacing gotten better? The first half felt like setup and exposition. Yes, the plot and pacing has gotten better, and you're right. The first half was all it was set up. All it was set up. So. And this is the Trekyards logo. That was designed by me. This graphic was not made by me, however. This was made by...
I'm not sure I understand.
I didn't ask you, that's why. This was made by... I believe Sean Churinjo did this for us. But I designed that logo. That is a Captain Foley design. And because I wanted a new version of a TOS one, because, you know, most ships in TOS had different deltas. This is my version, and I did a whole video as well talking about how I designed this, why I chose what I did, and if you're interested in that, just type in Trekyards Delta design, I think. But yeah, that's the Trekyards comm badge, which we got one right here. That's the real world one of them anyway. So yeah. Tom says, out of curiosity, what do you think of the Ross class refitted Galaxy class? Don't know what that is. So that's my answer. No idea. And you could say, well, you know, you could look it up, but yeah, I don't feel like doing that right now. Sorry. If you would super chatted that question, I might do it. I'm just kidding. All right, so here is one. This is done by Simon, whoever Simon is, but I got a bunch of art from him off of DeviantArt, and just a great NX01. Yeah, and ever since I came back after shutting down that game, the stream has been super, super smooth, which has been great. I should have just started that and not gone into the game at all. All right, let's move on to the next one. Load next wallpaper. Oh. So the reason I'm doing this live this afternoon is I had nothing else to do, honestly, and we're not doing our live tonight, so thought I would at least try to get a few super chats and stuff in this live and just hang out with you guys. So I don't know where I got this from, Alexandria. But it's like the Argus array, I think. No, it's a city. Trying to remember where this is from. I don't rightly recall. Is it Stargate Atlantis? I don't know. I'm not a huge Stargate Atlantis or Stargate guy, so... Look, it's a random dude digging a hole on the moon. See him over there? I see him. I'm looking at him. What are you doing? Did you kill somebody? Are you burying a body? Did you bring treasure? Probably none of those things. Yes, Dan, I got it. Still don't care. This is a great imagining of the Enterprise. Again, not sure of the artist, but that would have been a fantastic rebooted Enterprise for 2009. I think that looks fantastic. Very close. It's very similar to Gabe Cornera's Enterprise that he did, but a little bit different. Took a lot of design elements, especially from the front of those nacelles and the struts, but Gabe's has more detail on the saucer and the secondary hull. What's next? Can anybody guess? Pick something. Well, you're wrong, because it's the Constitution class cutaway done by Doug Drexler, which is a fantastic cutaway, by the way. I love his little thanks, Matt. Doug's Drexler call out there for Matt Jeffries. But it's a great cutaway of the TOS Enterprise. Redbird Trooper 12. Hey, Captain, what do you think if Captain Rios' La Serena ship was more resembled a runabout? That's what I think when I see it. That would be cool. We've talked about that before, and yeah, that would be something that would be interesting to have seen. Keep moving my face around so it's not blocking anything important. Here is another one of the Adam Turner done Starfleet battleships. This is the Mars class battleship. It's a 4-nacelle dreadnought, essentially. This is the USS Cali specifically. And again, these ships are fantastic. If you guys don't know about Starfleet battles, it's worth yourself to educate. It's worth it to educate yourself about it. Me and my brother play it all the time, and it's what kind of molded my headcanon, my love for Trek, and yeah, you owe it to yourself to play it. Christopher Rollins is going to sign off now, guys. Bye. Live long and prosper. See you later, Christopher Rollins. Medallion says, do I like science? I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. What's next? Oh, this is one of our Indiegogo prints. One of the Indiegogo prints we had done for a campaign. U.S. Enterprise 1701D Trekyards, and then we had actors sign them. We have some signed versions of this with various actors' signatures. So and that is not the Odyssey. No, that's the Enterprise D, because it says Enterprise right there. I think that says 1701D there. There's no registry here, though, I noticed. Good job, Samuel. And now going on to the next one in our list of whatever random wallpapers coming up. Ooh, this is a good one. This is by Dave Metzlitz. I can never pronounce his name, but he's been on our show before too, talking about his art. He does some fantastic stuff, and this is one of my favorites of TOS Romulan bird of prey firing a photon or a plasma torpedo. Excuse me. So great stuff. Great stuff. And yeah, Dan was aware of that. That's just a 3D rendered Excelsior class with no detail. Don't ask why I have that, because I honestly don't know why it would be in this folder. But there it is, nonetheless. Alright, there's another Metlistitz one. Great battle scene between a D7 and a TOS Connie. Good question, Medallion. Good question. We go into that a little bit in our Galaxy class episode. It's a 3-part episode, but the last part we kind of talk about the fact that the Galaxy class was essentially a glass cannon. Big and bad, but easily defeated given the right set of circumstances. Just a TOS targeting computer or targeting scanner. Ooh, one of the cutaways done by our good friends at the channel, Matt Cushman and Chris Cushman. This one, I'm not sure. I think this was probably Matt that did this one. But you got the AT-AT cutaway as well as the Snowspeeder, which is very well done. Very cool. Not a band account puts in $1.99. Why don't we see trans representation in UFP? Don't know. It's a good question. Not a question for me, but a good question nonetheless. Actually, we have some of these prints signed by Matt and Chris. Some of these cutaways, which we've had for a little while now. maybe eventually we'll offer them up to sell. I mean, not just this one, a bunch of theirs. We have quite a wide variety of them. So that might be something to have done at some point. Quark and well, he doesn't get turned into a woman. He just dresses like a woman. So that's drag. That's different than trans. The stream went down there for a second. I'm back. So Lookout Tower Radio, £2. Hey Captain, is it Captain or Mirror Admiral? It's clearly your captain because I don't have an eye patch. And that's the other thing my OBS has been doing lately. When I was doing my model build of my one Optimus Prime figure, it actually kept dropping out just on its own. Just OBS would end the stream. So I don't know what that's about, but oh, he opens his robe to Scow Combs Char, and the Slum Cola guy has hormone changes also. Oh, to show Combs' character and this. Well, yeah, but he didn't choose to be a woman. He was forced to be a woman to do the mission, and it was not like, still not a serious representation of trans people, in my opinion. So I'll have to disagree with you on that one, Dan. I see what you mean, but I don't think it's a very serious interpretation of it. Just saying. And of course, got no room for me. There we go. Hide me away in the corner. Just an ambassador class. Somebody's done what stats for. Goddamn cough. Why do you think of the name of the fight wasn't used since TOS, but then in DS9 when it's so many years past? I mean, it could have been used, and we just didn't see anything of it on screen until they decided to do the Defiant from DS9. Hard to say whether they reuse the name or not. They usually do. So, hard to say. It really is. Not a band account, $2. Thank you very much, guys. The super chats are very much appreciated. And like they really do help the channel, and we kind of need them. We rely on them. So if you can, please do. Or join the channel or whatever. But not a band account, $2. In Picard, has the UFP been taken over by Mere You? No. I would never make a universe or a galaxy like that. Or a United Federation of Planets like that, because I'm smarter than that. This is by a Deviant Art Fellow, J. Bob Rooney. Just his version of the galactic map. Normac says, stay home from work and use your hand sanitizer. Well, I never use hand sanitizer. I wash my hands with soap and water. And this is my work. From home. I do work from home, so that's not a problem. Picard does almost feel like a Mirror Universe series, indeed. This is, of course, one of the drawings that kind of is in Star Trek Online. When you go to Starbase, at least in the Trekyards Starbase, there's all the Enterprises drawn in this style, kind of like a charcoal style, charcoal chalk. So this is the Enterprise D. I didn't think I had to tell you that. 56 people here. I don't know why you'd be here watching me, but thank you. I appreciate it. Time really flies when you're doing a live. It's kind of fun. All right, so here we go. And yes, the scaling is correct. That is the Discovery. You know, it's long glory. And the size of an actual Constitution class ship. Not the Discovery prize, but an actual one. The NX-01, the Disco Bird of Prey, and then the Retro Bird of Prey from Enterprise, and the D5. Good God. Not a band account, $2. Since Prime U has gone dark, has the MU gone nice? Possibly. You never know. Katie Carr says, is Picard series really canon, as they are blending a non-canon timeline? I've never seen the JJ films, don't care to. That's up for debate whether it's canon or not. We kind of advocate that it's not really canon, but to me it's just, I mean, Picard, it's got a blend of both. It's got Discovery elements and Prime Universe elements. So I always just refer to the episode. Wow. I always refer to the episode Parallels, where there's multiple universes. And so it's just one of those. It's one of the variety of multiverses, essentially. Captain Trekyards. Other than the Foley class, what is your ship of choice? Federation class, Dreadnought, and then of course Constitution class. Other than that, I like the Manticore class from Star Trek Online. I'm a fan of the Sydney class Janolan from Relics. I think that's a great ship. There's quite a few ships I like. So to pick one is really kind of hard to do, but oh, good God. There are numerous references to canon. For example, the reference to the Skarians. Yeah, I understand that. I do. You even see a picture of Worf standing beside Picard when he was Arbiter of Succession at the very first episode of Picard. So there's lots of canon references, but there's still Discovery stuff there. Discovery never happened. At least not what we're seeing on screen, because the Enterprise never looked like the Disco Prize. So it's its own universe, obviously. So this is the Picard version of that universe. This is not the Prime universe. Whether you'd like to think so or not, there's evidence to the contrary. So, and I don't care about the excuse. Well, they make the laws, they make the canon. It's their property, so they can say if it's canon or not. No, go fuck yourselves. 50 years of Trek history. Discovery is the anomaly out of that, and now they're basing everything off of that just because they can. Come on, guys. Let's get real. Yeah. The biggest violator is the Discovery shuttles all over Picard, everywhere. Don't get me started, man. Every fan, I never said they can't. I have my own personal headcanon. You can do what you want. My personal headcanon is the Disco verse is not Prime timeline. It is the Disco verse, and Picard is just another version that evolved from that. It incorporates elements of Prime and not. So you can have your own headcanon. I have no problem with that, but don't preach to me and tell me that what I'm seeing on screen is Prime when there's evidence to the contrary that any person with a brain can see that it's clearly not. Just say it's a reimagined TOS. Just say it's a rebooted TOS, reimagined for a new age. We would have been like, God damn, you guys did a fantastic job. That's really cool. But no, it's Prime, and it's like, no, it's not. I mean, look at all the visual clues that it's not. Don't lie to me. And that's what they're doing. And it's bullshit. It is bullshit. Lookout Tower Radio. The Time 7 says to Picard, did he feel he ever completely got back his humanity? And then him saying no was a little condescending because he in TNG said he fully did in the episode Mad Admiral. Yes. But he's probably lying to himself and to others. And when he's having a heart-to-heart with another former Borg, I can see him telling the truth and being like, well, yeah, no, I never really did. Trekyards. I prefer Bird of Prey 5's explanation. Says X timeline is the original timeline. Then you have X Prime Disco and Picard are in the X Prime universe. Okay, stop! Fucking dogs and the kids. That's basically what I said, Captain Trek. There's Prime, which is TOS, TNG, Voyager, DS9. Enterprise, maybe you could fit into that, even though Enterprise came along and messed up canon as well. So it's its own thing. Discovery is definitely not Prime. Picard, you can say it's Prime if that makes you feel better, and just ignore the visual problems with it, with the Discovery shuttles and stuff. But yeah, I choose to think it's something separate. So there you go. Smedley do right, Captain Foley. What is your favorite ship in Star Trek Online? I would have to say one of my favorites is the Manticore class. And I don't know all the ships in Star Trek Online, unfortunately. I'll see a ship sometimes and I'll be like, oh, that's fantastic. It's from Star Trek Online. Oh, cool. I wish I could have that in game. There's too many to choose from, and but the Manticore I think is one of my favorites for sure. Picard exists in the movie universe. Don't know if I buy that. I don't see any Discovery shuttles flying everywhere in the movies. Matthew says Picard wouldn't want to admit being affected and by being assimilated when being under hostile questioning. Well, yep. Especially then. And plus, I think he was lying to himself and really thought that he had got past it, but he realizes that he hasn't. I mean, people can change their minds, especially when they get older. So I have no issues with that. Here is another one of the X ships. This is one of the X ships from Star Trek or Starfleet Battles, which was out before, way before JJ, way before anything Discovery. You can see it ties in elements of TOS ships, but moving towards that progression that we see in the refit. So we've got refit styled BC deck, refit styled neck, refit styled deflector, and barreled secondary hull shape. It's got the curved pylons and then experimental engines, which are TOS styled kind of. So that's why it's called one of the X ships. It's one of the experimental ships. So there you go. Be cool if Captain Foley's favorite STO ship appears in Star Trek Picard. It's possible. It's possible, but very, 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 very unlikely. Yeah. Oh, here's one of the Interstellar Concordium heavy cruisers. Now, the Interstellar Concordium from Starfleet Battles is a race of 5 species that make up the Interstellar Concordium. And basically, the writers of Enterprise stole that idea and created the Xindi. It's the same thing. But the Interstellar Concordium was created by my friend, Josh Spencer, who passed away like 2 years ago. We've had him on we had him on the show talking about he designed some ships and also the whole Interstellar Concordium brace, essentially. for the game. So yeah, kind of annoyed about a lot of things that Enterprise did. So, but this is one of the Interstellar Concordium heavy cruisers. They have some cool ships, for sure. I think the Interstellar Concordium had a plasmatic pulsar device. I'm trying to remember what their special weapon was. Yeah, I'd have to refresh myself on that. It's not 3 cockpits. This is a huge ship. Like, those are probably observation decks or something. Who knows? Here is the USS Yorktown, designed by Andrew Probert, which we've done an episode on. It's a TOS design, but modified somewhat. This was for like a fan production, but it's got some really cool elements, to be sure. A lot of ties between TOS and the motion picture era. What's next? Bring it on. This is USS Enterprise. But it's a Daedalus class ship. NCC 171. Again, it's by this DeviantArt guy. Simon does some good work. I don't think the Enterprise was ever a Daedalus class. But Lookout Tower radio, 2 pounds. She's a beauty. Is there a Trekyards episode about the Manticore class? No, not specifically. I don't think so. That actually has me wondering. Hold on. No, I don't think there is one about the Manticore class from Trekyards. I think we mentioned it multiple times, but we haven't done an episode on it. The Oberth class, yes, we've done an episode on the Oberth class. Yeah, that was the Yorktown Time to Heal Connie. Yep, absolutely. Just a fan schematic thing for the Galaxy class. Daniel says, I thought Doug wanted an NX to be, but was overruled by the corporates. I thought Doug Are you talking about the Daedalus class? Yes, him and Mike Kuda pushed to have a Daedalus class or something with a ball at the front instead of the saucer. But yeah, the corporate mentality is like the people, they won't know that it's the same as the Enterprise because there's no saucer. So design a saucer. Like that's how they think, and it's like, for fuck's sake, as a designer, you gotta like put up with that bullshit attitude. So, but yeah, they had a they wanted a Daedalus class initially, and then it's like, no, well, that's side canon, we can't use that. And then Doug designed a few different versions that had, you know, like a ball front end or whatever, and they're like, nope, we want a saucer so that people can identify it as a Star Trek ship. Okay. Yeah, so kind of pissed. So they flipped over the Akira. Now, Joey, you need to watch the episode that we did comparing the Akira to the NX-01, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. One producer said, just turn the ship over and just use the model. And they're like, no, you got to change it. Like, why you got to change it? Nobody's going to recognize it. It looks totally different. And Doug's like, no, if you're going to do that, I have to redesign it. So he redesigned it as best as he could, but he was being watched by the corporate overlords who wanted it to stay very similar to the Akira. So he did the best he could. And a lot of people, he's very upset about people that call it the Akira prize. And he had a whole rant on our show once where we compared the two side by side, talked to him, and he had even written up a statement that he wanted to read because it's bothered him so much for so many years. Doug, you don't understand. Doug never writes up a statement to talk about. He just talks. He just goes on rants. So for him to write up a statement to keep his thoughts clear, it's pretty important. So go and type in Trekyards Akira NX comparison video. I think it's a 2-part video, but with Doug Drexler. It is awesome to hear his thoughts on that. So check it out. What do executives know about Starship design? They don't. They're just like, oh, we want to get the people that like the Star Trek to watch our show. So we want the ship to look like the Star Trek ship. We want money. We are smart. You will make us go. That's the corporate mentality, unfortunately. Colin Barrett, a producer, should be forced to watch Trekyards LOL when he sees how much scrutiny ships are subjected to. Yep. Oh, Samuel. Well, I know what your message said, Samuel. Oh, was it in the chat? Because I missed it. Let me see. And we can have a lunch. Hey, buddy, I'm done with all the videos, dying a bit mentally, but I'm thinking of scheduling the review rather than just releasing it and have it come out at 10 p.m. You can schedule it, and I'll try to chat. Sure, that'll be fine. Go for it. Do it. If you want. Sure. Yeah. I'll be here. I'll interact with the folks and the peoples and do the things. Daniel says Doug is one hell of a good guy. He is. I didn't think you'd be watching, Samuel. Don't watch me. The Star Trek Online thing didn't work out. The game crashed and it was causing issues with the PC and the stream. Look at this Photoshop. Isn't this awesome? That's Dr. Helen Noel's body, but with Dr. Crusher's head. And I like it. Well, it may be the other way around. I don't know what you're talking about. We're almost in the car, says Samuel. Well, hello to your dad and yourself and your mom and everybody. And have a good weekend. Have a good convention, Samuel. Be safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And we will see you later, sir. But yeah, if it's a premiere, I've never done that before, but you go in and you chat in the interactions as the people watch it. That might be fun. Yeah, well, we can do that. That might be a thing. I don't know if I can stick around the whole time. Well, it's only like 20 minutes or so, I guess. Yeah, do it. We'll see what happens. I've never done that before, but we'll try it. This is looks like an ambassador class cutaway, but it's not. It's for something else. But just cool. A very Elcar's style-y cross-section MSD type thing, and I love that kind of stuff. So there you go. Warp core. The warp core is right there. And there it is. I made sound effects too. I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. 72 people watching. Everybody hit that like button. If you're able to, please super chat. It would really help us out because we're not doing it live today. So that's why I'm here, just to kind of hang out with you guys. And, you know, if I could make some super chats along the way, how awesome is that? So do that. Samuel says, who's your favorite character so far? Who are we talking about? My favorite character on Trekyards would be Captain Foley. He's the most dynamic. He's the funnest. Got the coolest toys. Or are you not talking about Trekyards? Look, it's a Samuel render of the Discovery Bird of Prey. Great ship design, cool, but not for Star Trek and not for Klingons and not for Bird of Prey. So, on Picard. Sorry, I've been still in Picard mode all day. Who's my favorite character? Rios. Hands down. 1000%. Rios is my favorite character. Followed by the housekeepers, the Romulans. Picard's somewhere up there, maybe top 5. But it's Rios. Techno Micah says, I want the Captain Foley toy. That sounds really, really dirty. And I'm not sure what you're talking about. But, James McGill puts in $2. Without subtitles and low volume, can't hear Foley. Really? Really? Nobody else has complained about being able to hear me, so I mean, I could talk into the microphone like this and blow your speakers out. That'll work. Does that sound better? Because I could talk like that the whole time. But other than that, my audio levels are great. I'm in the yellow. Like, it's perfect. Everybody else has had no problems. So, sorry, James. I don't know what the issue is. Audio is okay. I can hear you. I can hear you fine. Oh, you want to... I want a Captain Foley action figure. Techno. I think that would be cool. Daniel says, did you notice Rios had no scar on his shoulder in the last episode, breaking their own canon again? Yes, I did notice that. I was going to point that out during our live review, which we're doing on Monday. But yeah. Volume is fine here. Volume has been fine. James McGill says better. I can do the special James McGill version of the show. Hey, James, I'm talking to you personally. But well, if you're deaf, I feel bad. I'm sorry you're deaf, but do you mean you're literally deaf, or you're just kind of deaf, or you're going deaf, or you're just saying you're deaf because you can't hear me? Because, you know, if you were deaf and you said, I can't hear you, what's wrong with the volume? I'd be like, well, it's pretty obvious, but maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Lookout Tower Radio puts in £2. Aussie Romulan Samurai, but Captain Rios is great. The Aussie Romulan Samurai is interesting character. I'm not sure if it's a great Star Trek character, but yeah. James says he's maxed out on his end. Well, he must have shitty speakers or something's wrong, because everybody else can hear me fine, James. Sorry about that. Eric says, okay, please bring this up on Monday. Why wasn't the emergency doctor consulted about Maddox's death plot hole? We talk about that in our review that's coming out later today, the edited one, and we talk about that. We will talk about that in our live on Monday. Absolutely, we will. I talked about that also on my first reaction video. So, everybody asked me this question, Dark Lord, but yes, we have watched the Red Letter review on the latest Picard. I actually enjoyed the latest one the best, just because of Rich Evans being like, I don't even know how to answer you. You're just ridiculous. Like, and he's like, yeah, I want to seriously talk about this at one point, because, yeah, they just do silliness. I love their stuff, but I kind of lose a little bit of respect for them when they talk about Star Trek, and they're like, oh, wow, and they don't know the people's names or anything. It's just kind of like, guys, just fucking write it down. Simple. Not a band account puts in $5. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Glad Picard didn't do Disco Gore. Was afraid of Borg references to Q, who, like Borg infants, tech harvested and left to die on the floor in elapsed time. Wow. 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 Agnes turned off the doctor. Yes, she did, but he would still have a record of, oh, yeah, this patient's dying. Oh, and then also be deactivated. So that'll be mentioned next time the doctor shows up. So did the person survive? No? Oh. Well, she should probably not turn me off then. So I don't know if she reprograms his matrix or whatever, but Zeraxis is here and says, afternoon all. Sometimes my computer volume is set, but YouTube volume goes down. Yeah, OBS, Skype, YouTube, a lot of times having them communicate and talk with each other doesn't work. We have to change settings from one event to the next, even though Literally nothing has changed. Colin Barrett says Agnes would have the skill to reprogram the EMH, not to remember what he saw. Yes, and I just want that addressed. I just want that brought up. I want it to be a thing because it should be. What do you think about Star Trek Picard? Well, we've done reviews of Star Trek Picard ad nauseum, every one of them. So I would suggest check out the reviews. I'm enjoying it so far. Some episodes are a lot better than others. There's a lot that's wrong with the show. A lot that they could improve and fix, but it's not completely god awful. I will say that. So I mean, there's that. Video quality seems excellent today. It is indeed now. When I started the stream, it was shit. If you go back and watch the beginning, it was garbage. But I was also streaming Star Trek Online, so that probably had something to do with it. Then the game crashed, and I said, "Screw it! I'm just going to do a talk and Q&A with you guys." Mark Ryer Grant puts in $5 Canadian. Care to comment on the fandom menace? People doomcock neurotic who just care to hate for hate's sake. I hate the fandom menace. I don't hate the people. I mean, I've met a few of them. I met Mecca in Vegas. She was nice enough. I met Midnight's Edge in Vegas. They were nice enough and talked to us as well. I met Nerdrotic in Vegas. Again, nice guy. Got a picture with them. Nice guy in person. They are just... And Doomcock, I spoke to Doomcock early in his career just on Twitter, and we talked back and forth a little bit. But so I know him kind of, but not really. And they're just doing what gets the money. They get the cash grabs. Hate sells, unfortunately, and I don't know if they really believe in all this shit they talk about, but if they can make a video about it and make, you know, a couple $100 or $1,000 a video just by spewing hate, which nobody will ever watch the video again because it becomes irrelevant, that's what they do. It's just how it operates. Maybe they sold their souls. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the fandom menace mentality. Yeah, I love Star Trek, and I want it to be the best Star Trek it can be. But to say you want to destroy the new show because you don't like it is... I don't know. I don't understand their thinking, and it bothers me that they can put so little effort in, just go on rumors, get thousands upon thousands of views and subscribers, and we're here doing like actual genuine work, hard work sometimes, and are slugging along, and we've been on YouTube longer than they have, and we don't have the subscribers they have, we don't have the views they have, because hate sells, and we don't preach hate, or we don't circulate, you know, rumors. We like to make sure things are fine before we talk. So yeah, monetized hate shtick, as Herbsta says. So yeah, Jeff Jacobs, like the old shock jocks on the radio. Absolutely. It's because haters are sheep. Yeah, well, I don't want to really get into talking about that because Ensign Ricky, I just don't understand. If you don't like it, why review it? Because they don't like it. I think it was Howard Stern that says the people that love you will watch 70% of your stuff. The people that hate you, they watch everything you do so they can comment on it and just rail against you. That's what they do. So now, Herbster, we don't need that kind of stuff here, so yeah, don't need comments like that. Colin Barrett says, I also recommend Trekyards as a good place for people with Star Trek related questions to go to as well researched. Well, thank you. Generally, we're well researched. During these lives where we're just kind of chatting, you know, it's just whatever's going on, but the Mead folks are more balanced. They'll have Anti-Trekker and Rob Meyer Burnett and you, I think, on. Who's Mead? Rob Burnett I like. I would dare to say I'm friends with him. We've met, and you know, he's mentioned Trekyards quite a few times on his show. I like Rob. Anti-Trekker's awesome. We don't always see eye to eye, but he's a very, very good person. He has nothing but the best of intentions when he speaks about things. There's quite a few of the community that are like that, and yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Ensign Ricky, $2. Please, my friends, choose to Trekyards. Please, my friends, choose to Trekyards. I love that. That's great. Great, Ensign Ricky. I love it. Fantastic. Midnight's Edge After Dark. Ah, fuck. Yeah, we met those guys in Vegas, talked to them. They said, oh, yeah, we'd love to have a collaboration, have you on. Have we got one call or something, anything since? Nope. Nope. They have Anti-Trekker on all the time. They have Nerdrotic, of course, and those guys on all the time. But have they ever asked Trekyards? Nope. So, whatever. It is what it is. I don't think... Like I said, Anti-Trekker's a good guy, but he does have a lot of negativity towards Discovery. He does, you know, he says he does consider himself part of the fandom menace. I don't. We don't. So maybe that's why we don't get invited on. They don't want to hear an opinion that they don't like. I don't know. Midnight's Edge After Dark. I have reached out to you several times, liar, at Trekyards. You guys never answered. How did you reach out to us? By the way, nice to see you here. But when did you reach out to us? How? Do it again. I said the Anti-Trekker. Just mention, you know, we could come on the show, or even Nerdrotic. I mean, we met Gary in Vegas on Twitter. Really? Under the Trekyards account? Let me check right now. I mean, you call us out all the time on... Well, not all the time. You call us out a few times on posts, but... Now, you contacting us through Trekyards or at Captain Foley. I would assume Trekyards. I'm going to go look. Beyond Trek podcast. No. Ketwaski. Trek on the Tube. Z Films. Trek movie. Nope. These are the voyages. A few other people. I don't want to name their names, but nothing on the Twitter. Email us at trekyards@hotmail.com. Months ago, right after the convention, and you can't message you now, so... Months ago, right after the convention, and you can't message you now, so feel free. I tried. Okay. We have never called you out for anything. We have said that you guys are into ships. That is it. Well, we do more than ships. We review the shows now, but that's okay. Yeah, I got nothing on... Well, let me check my Captain Foley. I don't use Twitter a lot, so... Las Vegas Star Trek. JP's a Utastic Fun Time. Junkman. Anti-Trekker. Captain George. Trekker Prize. Nothing there either that I can see. I might have missed it. If it was months ago, I apologize. But anyway. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the fandom menace, I gotta say. There's just too much negativity. They can't see the good in anything, and it's kind of frustrating, to say the least. So... let's see here. We got a €2 super chat from Joseph Petrick. Thank you. You are criminally undersubscribed. Love your work. Thank you very much, Joseph. We tend to agree, as does Anti-Trekker as well. How hard is it to find a good Star Trek YouTube channel? Super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Just to sub to Trekyards. Trekyards just tight. Oh, right. That's good. Midnight's Edge, we talked to him last night. Oh. Anyway, yeah, you can contact me at Captain Foley or at Trekyards on Twitter if you want to do it that way, because I hate Twitter and hardly ever use it. But that's one way to contact us, or trekyards@hotmail.com. Pretty simple. So if you want us on, we'd come on. We'd love to be on the show, but, you know, understand why you guys might not want us there. But it was nice meeting you in Vegas. Fun will now commence. Says, my thoughts exactly. Trekyards provide balanced commentary and analysis of the show instead of irrational rants. Moreover, they demonstrate a genuine knowledge of Trek. Well, we try, and we do try to point out the good and the bad in all of it, and not just focus on the negative. So, I mean, have you guys said one? That's the thing. I gotta wonder. Has Doomcock or Midnight's Edge or Mecca said one good thing about Star Trek Discovery? One. There's even in the darkest of times, there's something good to say about something. So I don't know. It bugs me. The whole Fandom Menace thing bugs me to no end. Hello, Andre from Herzegovina. Can never say that right. Midnight's Edge, actually yes, but that means you'd have to watch us, Trekyards. I personally can't. Unfortunately, I suffer from depression and anxiety and a whole bunch of other stuff, so I can't focus on negative stuff all the time. I'm glad that you say good things about it. I just I see your thumbnails and I'm like, I can't submit myself to watching that. I know Samuel, I think, watches some of your stuff, so I mean there's that, but I just can't. I can't focus on it, unfortunately. I need it kind of not anywhere near me as far as negativities it goes. So that's my own failing. I choose not to focus on the negative. So Mark Ryer Grant puts in $20 Canadian. That is amazing. Thank you very much, sir. Thanks. I support Trekyards, Jesse, Gender, and Ketwowski because you are all fair when you dislike, but understand that Trek can change. I grew up on TOS. Appreciate the latest stuff as it gets my kids into it. Never got the haters. Well, it makes them views and subscribers and therefore money. And I can't fault them for that. It's money, but I mean, we could do that too if we really wanted to, but we just choose not to. So, Jeff Jacobs, $2, 100 likes, sweet. Hashtag Trekyards like spike. 81 watching. That is amazing, guys. Thank you very much. Herbsta says, I've watched Midnight's Edge and the rest. Any of their positive comments are underhanded at best. Midnight's Edge after dark, but yeah, I guess I stumbled in at the right time and I'm on my way out the door now. Don't like generalizations and prejudging from those who claim we do it. Ta-ta, folks. Oh, that's nice. Okay, bye. Generalization and really of the Fandom Menace. It's in your brochure, man. Anyway, Andrew Reynolds, Trekyards, I have some of these same issues. Good to hear I'm not alone. Yeah, I just can't focus on it, unfortunately. How much money are we talking about? It varies. It's hard to say. But yeah. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about that. Colin Barrett, you never get guests like Doug Drexler and others if you're being negative towards their work. I mean, I've told John Eves a few times I don't like some of his designs, and he thinks it's great because a lot of times the things I didn't like about his design he also didn't like, but he was forced to change by producer or whatever, and it's like a joke now for some of his designs, so it's fine. Captain Trek, yeah, you are not alone with depression. You are awesome, and I know I can always watch you guys for a fair and balanced program. Well, thank you. Herbst, don't get thrown off fully. That last statement from Emmy was just more promotional BS. Yeah, well, now you guys got to watch them and see, because they're probably going to badmouth Trekyards now, which, whatever. I mean, even mentioning Trekyards on their show would probably get us more subscribers, but they wouldn't want to do that, so. Herbst says, I have same issues as you, Cap. You are in good company. Just keep doing work as much as you can. That's what I do, day in, day out. I just can't sit there and spend my free time focusing on negative videos, you know? So, Christopher Mulrooney, can't watch Midnight's Edge either, as they are too negative for me, and the world has too much negativity in it already. That's why I watch Trekyards. You guys cheer me up. Thank you very much, Christopher. Much appreciated. Mark Ryer Grant, we're all still here for you. Ontarians unite. Yes, yes, Ontario. Here is another Pierre Drolet, the cool picture. Captain Trek, do you have a special video link I can use on Anti-Trekker channel for this video? No, I don't have a special one, no. Doc Jabroni, yo, Trekyards. Yo, Doc, what's up? Yeah, what's up, Doc? Michael Anderson, in the end, all Trekyards publicity is good publicity, even if slanted in a negative light. Yeah, but I hate hearing negative things about us. Whenever anybody gives a negative comment, it really sticks with me. All the positive, good ones we get, I just like, yeah, thank you. But it's negative ones that stick with you. And if somebody starts bad-mouthing us on Twitter or whatever, I hate that. I focus on it. I laser focus on it. It ruins my day. It ruins my interactions with my family. I gotta steer clear of it, unfortunately. So, Squadron Course, I think we need both groups. Everyone has a right to their opinion. Sometimes loud complaining can lead to changes for the better. Loud complaining with constructive criticisms and suggestions on how to make it better, yes. Loud complaining, bellyaching, and bitching just for the sake of it, no. People will tune that out, and that's fine. Steve Gutenberg, griping about negativity or being negative towards other YouTubers. Not very becoming. Unsubscribed. Oh no. They like plenty of stuff you guys just choose to think that they don't like. They don't. Used to like you both. Oh, wow. Bye, Steve. Oh no, we got unsubbed. What a shame. That attitude annoys me too. Like, I don't like what happened here. I'm leaving. And then they sit there and keep watching to see, oh no, please don't leave. Please come back. We apologize. Like, I'm not going to do that. It happens all the time in Facebook groups too. It's like, just relax. So, Steve Gutenberg, good day, sir. Have a good one. Would I be game for a remaster and canonization of Elite Force and Elite Force 2? Hell yeah. Hells to the yeah. 100%. Andrew Reynolds, I feel like half the time I am in a discussion chat about the thing I like, I end up spending half the time just defending why I like it. It's so stupid. Yep. Mark Ryer Grant became the rank of commander. Thank you very much, Mark. Very much appreciated. Thank you for joining the channel. Let's see. Squad is tight. Right. That is part of the shtick, Foley. It's the herd mentality. Group think kills creativity. Curtis says, I just watched Trekyards on YouTube. Other on Trek, I don't watch here on YouTube. What? I'm confused. Becky Schultz, what are your thoughts on the holographic display consoles? I don't care for them personally. Too distracting and busy looking. I too suffer from some of the same issues, but Trek always helps. Well, Becky, generally, yes. I find most of the holographic displays in Picard particularly are too cluttered and too annoying, especially when you can see right through them. However, That being said, in this last episode, when Picard pulled up his one in his study, the LCARS on his holographic display, it looked great. It actually looked like an LCARS. It wasn't cluttered. It looked clean, crisp. It was fantastic. Now, it still had the see-through element, which actually worked to their advantage 1,000% when they pulled up the picture of Locutus and you saw Picard. Like, it was superimposed on Picard's face, and then he reached up. It was great. So generally, I think they are too cluttered and really confusing. You can't really tell what's what. But the one in the latest episode on Picard's desk was done perfectly, I think. James McGill wasn't a fan of the holographic console. It's very cool, but too advanced in my opinion for Star Trek Picard. Not for Picard, for Discovery. Yes, they're way too advanced for Discovery, but for Picard, it's fine. Stephen Ernest, I like different views as long as people give a thoughtful reason for their like or dislike. Yep, and we always do. Wow, what's this ship? Looks like a retro Voyager with future armor. That's actually, it was a Pierre Droulet ship. I think it's the USS Jeffries is what it's called. Still want to know what your favorite non-canon ships are. I've got a ton of non-canon ships that are my favorites. I love the Federation class. I love lots of different ships. God, I don't know. I'd have to like go through like a thing of them to pick. Eric Erpleding Klingon Tactical, yes. Curtis Simpson, like I said before, I love all Star Trek. I take it with the good with the bad. Yeah. And yeah, I understand that complaining can sometimes make things better, but at the same time, belly aching and whining about it over and over and over and over and over and over again. People just go like, okay, finally, we're going to tune out now. Thank you. Be good in your criticisms. You have a good enough platform for it. Nerdrotic, Doomcock, they have a great platform for making change, but unfortunately, I think it's too sided towards the hate right now. So there's no chance that their audience is going to be able to make change because it's just bitching and belly aching. But that's just me. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, which is very likely the case. Oh, good God. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Enjoy the view. Oh, goodness, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, unfortunately, negativity sells. So, anyway, I'm kind of sick of talking about the negativity aspect of it. But it is what it is. Yeah, well, again, I just said I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Probably going to wrap this up soon, guys. It's been over 2 hours. Um, but so should I stay or should I go? I don't know. Sorry, I started the topic, so let's talk positive. Yeah. No, it's fine. I mean, it's a valid topic. I just love how that's the time that Midnight Sheds decided to come in. Like, they weren't. Anyway, whatever. I like the guys. We met, like I said, we met them in Vegas. We talked to them a little bit there. They kind of had their own agenda and things to do, but we did chat with them a little bit. So I have nothing against them personally. It's just, it's got me all annoyed now. Zeraxis, Trekyards, Cap. What would your criteria be for a good reworked Enterprise A, like Kelvin Timeline-esque, but it would be better? I don't know. There's been a lot of renditions of a Kelvin-esque refit, and some of them I like, some of them I don't. It just has to have the proper proportions. Put your warp nacelles far enough apart so that they don't look stupid. That's one of the biggest issues I have with the JJ Prize, is that it's just they're too close together. It's just look out, Tower Radio, 2 pounds. Such a good saying. Them made a song. Such a good saying. They made a song. I don't know which saying that is, but yeah. And of course, yeah. I'm just gonna shut up now. I know Jeff's like, been doing this chat for over a year and never seen him once. Yeah, this is the one time he chooses to chime in when I'm just like by myself, just doing my thing. I don't even have a good LCARS up or anything, just showing random pictures, whatever. Yeah. Anywho. Yeah, this is a cool ship. This USS Grimlock, it said. I don't know who made it or what, but this is from this is one of the Matt Cushman cutaways, 50th anniversary cutaway, which is like, I saw this when he had it in Wonderfest 2 years ago. It's on like 7 feet long, or 7 foot long paper scroll that he put on the floor. It's a beautiful high-res image of the Enterprise, all done in cutaway. Such great work that the Cushmans do. So and guys, I gotta ask the question seriously, because I know Midnight has answered it, but do they actually say good things about Discovery and Picard? I mean, Picard, I can see them saying good things, but Discovery, I can't see them saying anything good at all. After everything I've heard has been negative. And the one comment I did read was that they compliment things, but in a backhanded way, which I can see. But I mean, if I'm wrong about them not actually, complimenting it, I want to know if I'm wrong. So let me know. Awesome picture. Where's the bathroom? There is a bathroom. It is not in this cutaway, though. But there is a cutaway. There's a bathroom in this cutaway where somebody's reading a Starlog magazine, I think it is. Just not in this particular picture. Yeah, it's kind of killed my mojo a little bit. Just the fact I've been doing this for 2 hours and that's the thing too. I don't like offending anybody and whatever. Techno Mecha. Everyone else is negative towards Picard. I started watching Trekyards because everyone else is mostly negative. Well, thank you, Techno Mecha. Micah, we appreciate it. Captain Trekyards, you are not wrong. It does tend to focus on negative. Mark Ryder, Grant, Midnight's Edge and Erotic Doomcock all feel like they have one hive mind. I know they're not positive about any new Trek or Doctor Who or Star Wars. Okay. All right. This shot, I don't know if Samuel is still here, but this is one done by Samuel because we were going to do a show that did size comparisons. We filmed the pilot version. We recorded the audio. We got all of these clips for it, or these renders. So we were going to do that, and it's something that I think we should still do at some point, but we'll see, because we don't have time or the resources to really focus on much new stuff and experiment. So that's why like Patreon and stuff is important, because it gives us more of a freedom to do that. But this is just a size comparison thing that Samuel did. There was a bunch of other ones for the TOS Connie. Compared it to 747 and an aircraft carrier and a whole bunch of stuff, which would have been in the episode. This was just one as an example. So, would you guys like to see a show like this? I'm sure you would. I know that I was excited to do it, and then we filmed it, and it just never went anywhere. We never edited it together. We've got a few show pilots done like that never been released. So, anyway. James McGill put in $1.99. What your hope regarding Viacom and all the Star Trek shows? That'll get better. Voice of Reason. I love Trekyards, and you guys have my loyalty as long as you're still putting out content. Never watched Midnight's Edge. Squadra Course. There is a channel called Computing Forever, and does good criticisms for rational and not so negative. That is Dave Cullen. Dave Cullen. He's got another YouTube channel called Dave Cullen. He does really good Picard reviews. He's not the most positive guy, but he's also not just a hater for the sake of hating. So I love watching his stuff. His impersonation of the Irish Romulans is hilarious. So yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. So yes, he's got 2 channels though. Ensign Ricky puts in $5. Thank you much, Ricky. The only place I see hate for Picard is by other hate tubers. From what I see on the Facebook groups or the 15 or so podcasts I listen to, it's super positive. Well, it leans one way or the other, right? So Joey says, I like Dave personally. Yeah, I think he's good. Definitely some great content. I enjoy his videos. I enjoy his take on things. Wait a sec. Yes, it was. It was the size of an aircraft carrier. Not a modern day aircraft carrier, but like one from the 60s. So yes. I wonder what popped up in my recommendation video. It must be broken out. YouTube, poop must be broken nowadays. Yes. Matthew L. He railed on Picard for every review. Only him being funny is keeping me watching. Yeah, he railed on it the first few episodes, and now he's kind of like, this is what happened. Can it change? Sure. Like, he's not railing on it. It wouldn't be how I would describe it, but he is entertaining to watch, so there's that. Not willing to show his face at all. Actually, he does. His face is his YouTube icon. I've seen his face a few times. He doesn't really look like his avatar thing. But, that's par for the course. Laughable Larry, $6. Just wanted to beat Ensign Ricky by $1. and I'm fine with that. You know, if it's on now, Ensign Ricky. God damn it, you got to put in $10. You put in $10, and then maybe you'll beat him. Like, I'm trying here, guys. I'm trying. Andrew Reynolds, Trekyards, I just want to say, not that it really matters either way, but did you notice how Jerry Ryan gave no indication of Seven's sexuality, just that they were close friends? Yeah, I noticed that 1,000%. And everybody's like, oh, well, it seems like she was in a lesbian relationship. It's like, where did you get that information? Where did you get that inclination? No, I didn't see that at all. But yeah, I don't understand where that came from, but Sam Whiskey puts in $5. Star Trek Discovery Enterprise is a copy of the Invaders ship from Fireball XL5, episode 34. Okay. Lookout Tower Radio puts in £2. One change I'd change about Star Trek Picard is it's too dark. Yeah. Olivia Julius, $10. Just wanted to beat Ensign Rocky. I don't know Ensign Rocky, but I think you mean Ensign Ricky. So, Olivia, do we have a 10? Do we have a 10? Do 20? Do we have a 20? 20? 20? I can do the auctioneer thing. I don't know. I'm not good at it, but fun will now commence. Trekyards, I tried watching other reviews of the show, but stopped watching them because of the extreme negativity as well as the lack of accurate Trek information. I prefer watching Trekyards. Well, thank you. Ensign Ricky says, I put in 7, so you needed $1 more. LOL. Olivia just beat me. So she is the reigning champ. Colin Barrett, Trekyards do a great job. I can't understand why the number of subscribers is not higher. Surely those are looking for positive and balanced reviews and info are not the minority. I know. Our we were up quite a bit, like another 4,000, but then YouTube did their purge of accounts and it dropped right back down again, which really annoyed me. Knocked it right down. Anyway, whatever. It is what it is. It'll be fine. I just want to get to 100,000. I want that silver play button. Once I get the silver play button, Trekyards will cease to exist. So we'll never get there because people are like, no, we don't want to subscribe now. No, it's I'm just kidding. I want the silver play button, but we will continue to do Trekyards after that as well. So fear not, my friends. Fear not. Mark Ryer Grant, $5. Super chat to get us off of the negative topic. Let's be like Trekkies and talk about the best of Trek, not the haters. Yeah, we were just like perusing my wallpapers here and it went weird. Zeraxis, $5. Well, I'm not going to undercut a bit. I'm just going to undercut a bit to stimulate the market, but I'd like to say you guys do a great job of staying neutral most of the time. Keep it up. Yep. James McGill. Trekyards is a great show, but I hate it when there's no subtitles, especially when the volume is lower than usual. It's the exact same mic I use all the time. It's right in front of me. I don't understand. Tuning 3434. Good reason to rewatch some of the old Trekyards, I guess. Well, please do. We love the old Trekyard stuff. Well, it's cringy, but we still love it. But I would suggest watching it, sure. Just guys, so you guys know, the woman on screen right now is just a pinup model. She's Johnny's Atomic Pinups. If you haven't heard of Johnny's Atomic Pinups, it's our good friend John Eves. He also takes pinup pictures, and he's got Johnny's Atomic Pinups, I believe, on Facebook. So go check that out. And it's got some fantastic models and pictures that he does. So Ensign Ricky, $5. Okay, this puts me on top again. Beat me, people. Beat the Ensign donation. He's only an ensign, guys. I mean, there are people out there with commander and captain and admiral ranks that, you know, they get paid more. So they should be topping the super chats. Ozzy's one of them. Just saying. You're an admiral, Ozzy. Sound is just awesome. I can hear. There you go. Tuning 3434 Trekyards. Why do pretty girls send pictures of them in uniform to the captain? Is it the beard? I haven't shaved in a week. Can I become that successful? I mean, anyone can be as successful as me because I'm not successful. So if I can do it, you can do it. and probably better. Laughable Larry throws in $20. I am the best. Nobody can beat me. And that's just the way it is. Wait, we get paid? No, not by us. No. Andrew Reynolds, she's trespassing on Rafi's property, you know. Yes, she is. Squadricore says, you are the best, Larry. Simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I ever met. I'm stuck on your heart. That's why I don't karaoke, so I don't sing. Ooh. You'll notice a trend with my wallpapers. It's Starship, Starship, Girl, 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 Starship, Starship, Girl, Starship, Girl, Girl, Starship, Girl, Girl, Starship, Girl, 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 Starship. Michael Anderson, welcome to the rank of Commander. He has now joined the channel as well. Thank you very much, sir. You'll enjoy it, I hope. You get the badge beside your name. It changes after you've been here for a month, and then different periods of time it'll change. Plus, you got access to the emojis now, so you can use the emojis in the chat. So thank you for joining. Much appreciated. Commander Anderson, reporting for duty. Welcome aboard, sir. Yeah. I kind of run out of things to talk about. What do you guys think? What do you want to talk about? Let's keep the negativity to a minimum, shall we? We'll put me right in the middle of that one. I am the Maelstrom. I will destroy you. Look at your I did $20. Look at your what? I did $20. Mark Ryer Grant Burlington, I'll karaoke with you. I'm awful. Yeah, I don't karaoke though. I would never do that in public ever. Well, this is public, I guess, but I'm looking at a camera, so it's different. Don't forget the Patreon peeps. They're like Section 31 of Trekyards, working from the shadows. I love that. That's great. Permission to use that when we talk about Patreon. I think that's great. Zeraxis, my ships, but that may be genuine nagging at this point, so shrugs. It's not nagging. We'll get to it. I'm sorry. Ozzy, you just got $20. Oh. Ozzy. $20. Here, Captain. Sorry, I missed that super chat. I apologize. Thank you very much. James McGill. James McGill. Don't know why most people don't like Harry Kim as a character. Sure, he has a minor one, but wasn't all that bad. Why all the fussing? I hope you can hear me, James. Whew. I gotta ask, guys, do you guys like this kind of afternoon just hangout? Just kind of scrolling through pictures and chatting about whatever pops up or whatever comes up in the chat. Let me know if this is something that you would like me to do on some random afternoons. I'm more than willing to do that. I think that would be great, but I need to know that it's something that you guys would like. So, Andrew Reynolds, Trekyards, what is your hope for the next Star Trek show? A canon show after Picard, or what would you like to see the most in Trek? I want to see a true anthology series where one season is all TOS, but a CGI TOS show with great animation, and then the next season is Enterprise C era, but live action. You know, I want them to mix it up. Use the same actors, maybe, much like American Horror Story, that kind of vibe, but different eras, different ships, different characters. You know. Why didn't the hologram reveal that she killed Maddox? Because they haven't asked him? Look at that. It's Captain Foley facing off against the Enterprise. Dun, 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 dun. That's creepy. Yes, somebody else also gave you $20 on Super Chat. What, we got another $20? I don't think so. Oh, Laughable Larry did, yeah. I read his, though. A Star Wars, the Clone Wars style CG anthology series would be pretty cool. Yeah, but better animation, more realistic. Something like, I don't know if you remember the old Roughnecks, Starship Troopers one, like where people look like people. They don't have like squared off jaws, and you know, I don't like that animation style. I want something that looks realistic, but not hyper realistic that it looks like film. I want it to look like still CGI, but I don't know what I'm talking about. Just never mind. Voice of Reason. I just watched Samuel's Temporal Anomaly film a few days ago and really enjoyed it. I'm in the UK and would love to help him out with the convergence somehow. Well, when he's here, during one of our regular lives where he's here, by all means, speak up and we will, maybe you'll be able to help him. Yeah. Squadron Course, I really like Harry Kim in some episodes. Timeless, for example. I really enjoy Harry Kim's character as well. He deserved a fucking promotion, but that's neither here nor there. So, yeah. Eric Eppeling. Erpleding. I can't say your last name, Eric. Eric. Starship Troopers, the best movie made after the Star Trek movies. Ooh, yeah. Gonna have to go ahead and disagree with you there. I mean, it's a fine sci-fi movie, but it's not one of the best movies. Xeraxis, yeah, the trick is to make it a bit cartoony, but with smooth animation and our proper animation rigs, and you can try to make CG too realistic. It usually falls into the uncanny valley. Yep. Becky Schultz, I've liked this kind of chat. I'd also subscribe to a Trekyards karaoke channel. Well, thank you, Becky. That will never happen. Although I do tend to sing a lot during my captain's lives, but I'm a strong believer that karaoke should be outlawed. But I'm glad you're enjoying this format. Doug Clements is here. Captain. Not a Trek question, but have you ever thought of doing a model railroad? I know you like trains and have some models. Absolutely. I would love to do either an HO or an N-scale. Probably N-scale. I'm a bigger N-scale fan and have a lot more of them. Plus, it's a lot more effective as far as room goes. So, yeah, probably an N-scale at some point. But we'll have to wait and see. But yes, the answer is yes, Doug. I would love to. And good to see you back, Doug. Haven't seen, well, I've kind of chatted with you a little bit online, but nice to see you back in one of the videos. This video is like being, it's way more popular than I thought it was going to be, so that's the thing. Oh shit, you can't look at that. You can't see that. Sorry, I'll cover that up. James McGill, $1.99. James McGill, $1.99. Thank you for remembering to speak loudly for me. Not a problem, James. Sorry, tortured you guys there for a second. Enjoy. Doug says, yeah, in the middle of the day works better than at nights. Well, yeah, for me too, honestly, but I guess I can do more of these then. I rather enjoy them, so. Hey, Mark Ward, how's it going? Laughable Larry, I rather enjoy you. That sounds dirtier than I probably should have, but thank you. Much appreciated. I wasn't looking when you covered it. I thought she was actually nude. No. Hanson Ricky. Trekyards. Well, I've said about the EMH before that Girardi's murder of Maddox, this is not a Federation starship. I don't think the EMH is nearly as advanced as would be on a Starfleet ship. Probably not. You're probably right. Becky says, I was kidding about the karaoke part. Well, I assumed a Trekyards karaoke channel was not serious. But thank you anyway. Much appreciated for the comment. It's N gauge, not N scale. I call it N scale, so suck it up, Buttercup. I didn't know Larry lived in London. What? Who? Where? What? Larry? Laughable Larry? Does Laughable Larry live in London? Who lives in London? What is happening? Why am I missing things? Ah, yes. Lolita Hahn is her name. You're welcome. Look her up. Lolita Hahn. James McGill, don't know why, but maybe I'll burn out from watching all Star Trek shows in chronological order since summer beginning. Trekyards. I live in the Netherlands. Does that count? It counts for something, I guess. Is that shirt regulation? Should be. Voice of Reason says I live in London. Which London? London, England or London, Ontario? Oh, you live in London, England because you want to help out Samuel. Gotcha. He's not far from London, I guess, but... What does everyone think about Red Letter Media's take on Picard? I think they're pretty much spot on with a lot of things. They bug me sometimes, that's all. Thanks, Stuart, Mods, and everyone for the good conversation. Well, thank you, Squadron Course, for joining us. Gabbardy, on Captain Foley's ship, that is indeed regulation. Yeah, you're damn right. A Saladin in the photo. It was a Saladin, yes. Laughable Larry, how was your interview with Manu? I never got to hear your thoughts. Is that a joke? Is that because I didn't talk a lot during that? Is that what that is? It was good. I mean, we've had him on our show before, like many times. We've done interviews with him for his Fifth Passenger, for the Circuit. He's also been on actual Trekyards episodes, helping us as a Borg expert, talking about Borg ships. So type in Trekyards Manu in the search bar for YouTube. Yeah. Tuning 3434 at Trekyards. I think Robert Meyer or Red Letter Media is currently just parodying themselves and get people to watch hours of it. Yeah, I think that's probably accurate. Zeraxis, as somebody from the States, nothing in Europe is super far from anything else. True. Ozzy, this last Picard was awesome. 8.5 out of 10. Very good score. I like it. I agree. That's a nice defiant shot, says Gabbardy. I mean, yep, it is. Oh, Power 543 is here again. Voice of Reason, thanks for enjoying Temporal Anomaly. Message the Convergence Facebook page if you want to help. Jason Womack, hi Captain, have you journeyed to Port Huron yet? Yes, I have. We did that on the 17th. February 17th, Sylvia and myself went to Port Huron. So, Avenue Pad, everybody do yourself a favor and watch Defiant Highway to Hell, AC/DC. Okay. Ensign Ricky, Red Letter places its bad reviews on the fact that Picard didn't like children, but they don't take into account that Picard has changed because of the inner light or generations. Really stupid. Yeah, they make stupid little mistakes like that, which really is what annoys me. Jeff says, gotta go. Have fun all. See you later, Jeff. Thank you for joining us. Gabbardy, I liked the last Picard episode, 6.5 out of 10. They are on a good trajectory. Quality is going up with every episode. There you go. And having you've had clarified, yes, watch Defiant Highway to Hell ACDC on YouTube. So there you go. Ozzy says, did you ever find some Romulan ale bottles yet? No, I haven't. Laughable Larry says he would pet those cats. As would I. There's also another word for cat that I would pet. But it might be too much for daytime talk. Just saying. And Dorians? 2 hours and 43 minutes. Yeah, this has been fun. Raj says, nighttime over here. There you go. There you go. This is another one of Dave Metlislet's pictures. Again, he does great work. That is a D7, my friends. Starting to develop a headache, guys. But on the plus side, my cough has subsided. The beginning of this stream and the end of this stream are two totally different vibes. 73 of you here. If you have not hit like yet, please hit the like button. Let's get the likes up and see what we can do. Where is the commander? He is at his... Well, I don't know where he is right now. He's probably on his way to Birmingham. I said it right. With his... for a convention, so... And this is Pierre Joulet's ship. Doug says, Cap, did you have time to watch that video I sent you on the RMS Olympic? No. I was busy at the time, so I said I'll watch it later, and I completely forgot. So I'll have to go back and rewatch it. So, Voice of Reason says, at Power543, I will do, mate. Hope you are having a good evening. Raj says, since the next live stream is in 30 minutes, I would take a break, Stuart. What next live stream? We don't have another live stream. Not today, my friend. We're releasing our edited review, but it's going to be like a premiere, so I think I just hang around in the chat. I don't know how that works. But our full review, which we usually do on Friday nights at 5, is going to be on Monday because Samuel's at this convention. So there's that. Colin says, yeah, I'm a little worried about doing live streaming on YouTube. Why? Just do it. Wesley Crusher at Trekyards. Captain Foley, how's it going? Good. And you wrote at Trekyards. But that's okay. Ozzy says, the governor, commander, ain't here today, Raj. Yes. Raj, the countdown show is starting in 30 minutes on the live stream for Trekyards. It's not a live stream, though. It's a premiere. So it's different. Means I'll be there in the comments section reading them or whatever, I guess. And Samuel decided to, do that. So I don't know how that works. We've never done one before, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's not even showing up on my... on my video thing on YouTube, which is weird. Oh, yes, it is. Premiere. Yeah, it's set as a premiere. It's an upload. It's not a live. So, yeah. Wesley Crusher. Trekyards, it was good to see you on Anti-Trekkers live stream with each app. Yeah, sorry I talk so much. Andrew Reynolds. Heading out. Have a great evening all. Live long and prosper. See you later, Andrew. Have a good one. Raj says, Stuart, what do you think of the Legendary Bundle in STO? I think it's cool. I'll probably not buy it, though. It's too much money to spend on a game thing. You know, I got real life things I need to spend money on. But it seems pretty cool. So, there's Tobias Richter. Fantastic. I think it's a D6. Yeah, D6. Or D5. I don't know. Something. Wait, I've been away for a few minutes, so is Sam going to stream? No, Sam is not going to stream. I sent you a message on here. Yeah, you did. I already mentioned that I would be there, but everybody's saying it's a live video. It's not a live video. It's just set as a premiere, which is different. So, I know. I'm well aware. Thank you, sir. AC Costello. Trekyards, do you think the idea of a full-size Enterprise-shaped hotel in Las Vegas would have been a disaster that it was labeled to be? No, I think it would have been effing cool. But I could see why they didn't do it. I still think they probably should now. That'd be neat. But otherwise, no. I can understand completely why it didn't go through, but it would have been so cool to have that, a full-size Enterprise on the Vegas skyline. They thought it would not, you know, not stand the test of time as a thing, but it would totally. So I don't know. Renee says, Trekyards, will you be at Kitchener Comic Con tomorrow? I will indeed, sir. Sylvia and myself are going, and we're probably bringing London Batman with us. Just, I don't know if he's decided to come or not. But, yes, I will be there. I will be there. Samuel says, it's a live, but I don't think you can be live at the same time. So you will have to stop the live before then. I'm having so much fun, though. Sometimes it's just fun just to hang out. I'll do this another afternoon, guys, when Samuel's not being picky. But yeah, I should probably wrap it up. It's 4:35 now. Give me a little bit of a break. And thank you guys for watching, though. It's been great chatting with you all. Comic-Con, where is that held? San Diego. No, it's Kitchener Comic-Con. So it's in Kitchener. Kitchener, Ontario. It's like an hour from London, Ontario. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and check out the premiere of our edited review for episode 6. I'll be in the comments section. I think that's how it works. I do a comments thing. I honestly have no goddamn clue how it works. So we'll figure it out, though. But it has been fun, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will chat with you all very soon. Until then, have a good one, guys. Live long and prosper and all that jazz.